Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rook and I'm back with a Goddess of Victory NIKKE video. I'll be doing a re-review of Helm's new Gacha skin post-shower moments. Some of you are probably wondering, hey Rook, why are you doing another review of this Gacha skin? You already released your video regarding that and you already complained about that enough. And yeah, I definitely did complain about that more than enough. However, Cheflip went ahead and released a quick little update where they actually did a bit of a hotfix. They went ahead and changed the Gacha skin slightly. Now, from the front, looks basically identical. I don't really see too many differences, which is fine because the front was perfectly fine in my opinion. You know, despite how simple the outfit is, I think it looks really good. I love the nightgown theming on Helm here. I love that the cleavage is on display here. You know, even the thighs are like really nice. Everything's really good about the front side of this Gacha skin. My issues came when it came to the back side. So when we flipped it over to the back, there's like this opaqueness with the Gacha skin for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they ended up making the cake barely visible and you barely were able to even see the pantsuit. Didn't make much sense considering how transparent the dress clearly is from the front, and it doesn't help with the fact that in the Chibi model, we could very clearly see, you know, the pantsuit is on display when we flip her over. And not only is it on display, but the skirt is intentionally lifted up. So there are some massive inconsistencies between each of these designs, from the front view to the back view to the Chibi model. It's like there are 3 different designers working on this entire outfit for some reason. Now, fortunately, a lot of the community was understandably pretty upset about this, especially for a $60 Gacha skin. If this was a $20 Gacha skin, I don't think as many people would be too upset because at the end of the day, $20, it's still a nice skin. And, you know, you get a bunch of other resources on top of the $20, so it's fine. But for $60, any little issue like that, it's going to, you know, have people be pretty upset considering they have to spend so much money just to get this Gacha skin. And if you guys watch my video, you guys would know I was really upset about it. However, they did go ahead and fix that. So let's go ahead and take a look at Helm's new Gacha skin, and I'll talk about my new opinions on it, whether I think you should or should not buy it. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so this is Helm's updated design for her Gacha skin. And from the front, it's basically completely identical to the previous one. Understandably so, they didn't really need to change anything. It looks perfectly fine as it is. We have Helm in her simple nightgown. It looks really, really good. Chest is, you know, on display, as it should be, right? As it should. And if you look closer, you could actually see the pantsuit from the front, the white lacing. And honestly, it stands out pretty well considering how transparent the dress is from the front. So I like that quite a bit here. You can even see a good amount of tummy showing through the dress. Again, love that. I love the little tie around the chest area as well. The thighs are really nice as well, really nice and shiny. I wish they maybe thicken it up a little bit. They're maybe a little too slim compared to how Helm is usually portrayed. However, I imagine that's just how she's positioned. That's why the thighs just look that slim. But very nice legs, and she's of course is soaking wet from the bath. And it looks really nice on her. I like that she's drying herself off. She's got some blush going on, and the towel's wrapped around her. Very cute. And I really enjoy like this little animation here. So when you click on her, she blushes. It's a little shot and splashes some water at you. I like that a lot. I like that little interaction. I think that's really cute, really adorable. Fits Helm's character quite a bit. And I wish more NIKKE, you know, interactions worked like that. I wish when you clicked on NIKKE's, they did more fun stuff like that. I think that's a really nice little touch here. So again, big fan of the front. I didn't have any issues with the front previously, so again, I think they really nailed this frontal design. When you go ahead and take a look at the combat front animation or front pose, also looks really good. The thighs are definitely emphasized here, as well as the chest. You can actually see her hair is kind of resting on her chest over there. I like that a lot. That's kind of a fun detail. I didn't notice that before, but I like that quite a bit. Her towel still wrapped around her, looks really good. And then when we flip her around, so guys, this is really where they made the massive improvements. This is where they ended up doing the hotfix, adjusted things after the community complained, and it looks so much better. Especially when you compare this to the previous, you know, Helm backside design. You put them two next to each other, you guys will see the difference. It's like night and day of how crazy they made the difference from like this complete opaqueness where you could barely see the pantsuit unless you squint your eyes, maybe tilted your head a little bit and looked really close at the screen, to now where even if you're a distance away, you could really see the pantsuit is right there. It's showing through the transparent dress. The cake is showing through, the skin is right there. I like this so much better. This is such a massive improvement. In terms of the actual jiggle here, even the front design has some good jiggle here as well. But you can see the cake has some solid jiggle. It's about the same as the other Helm skins in terms of jiggle, so can't complain too much about that. Looks good. But yeah, guys, such a massive improvement. I'm just glad they also didn't were like, hey, let's go ahead and cover up her back of hair. That'd be like, come on, guys. But yeah, looks so good. I'm so happy about this change here. We can also take a look at this Chibi model, since this is a whole entire review as well. But looks completely good to me. I don't really have any issues here. Let me go ahead and click on the special one. Let's see what she does. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I haven't seen that. Oh, I like that a lot. That's so adorable. And now we have Helm kind of waiting on this little table. Oh, that's so adorable. I love this pose. I wish they lifted up the skirt a little bit more. That's my only wish I made with this outfit. I wish they could have at least have gone ahead and lifted up the skirt area a little bit more. At least cut off the skirt to this part as well. I think they could have done that. That would make me feel like it's more worth it for this costume. But at least with the change they made here, a lot better. I think this is a massive improvement. I think this is the bare minimum they needed to do, and they definitely delivered here, guys. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the skill animation, and I'll end the video talking about whether or not I feel like you guys should or should not buy the Helm Gacha skin. In terms of NIKKE skill animations, this is definitely one of the better ones in my opinion. I know some of the community is kind of mixed on it. I've seen some people say like, oh, they could have been a lot better, which is very true. But this is NIKKE we're talking about here. This is in Brown Dust 2, where the skill animations are very fan servicey and all out. They go crazy with them. Unfortunately, NIKKE is kind of holds back when it comes to these kinds of animations, so you gotta have to factor that in. For NIKKE standards, this is definitely one of the better ones for sure. Now, is it the best one? Definitely not. But it's definitely one of the better skill animations in my opinion. I like the fact that we have Helm in the water. She's clearly not wearing too much, obviously, since she is in the bath. She's covering up her chest a little bit. She's a little shy. I think it's really cute, and it looks really good. It's definitely a very beautiful skill animation. Now, do I recommend buying the Helm Gacha skin? And this is really tough now. Previously, I would have said no, but now that they fixed the opaqueness, they made the back view a lot more transparent. I'm really unsure now. I wish they made the skirt a little bit shorter so we could see actual like full-on cake. That would have helped the skin quite a bit. But they did make it transparent. It's quite transparent, so we could actually see the skin very, pretty well. Plus, we could see the pantsy view, so they did fix a lot of the issues that we were complaining about. So I like that quite a bit here. Obviously, it took the entire community having to, come together and be like, hey, shift up. This isn't cool. We kind of wanted something better for $60 especially. And that's the thing about this skin. It's a $60 skin. And I've talked about this when I was doing my Naga Gacha skin review, but $60 is so much for a Gacha skin. And even I'm still kind of mixed on whether or not I'll end up picking this up. It looks really good. They fixed a lot of the issues, so maybe I will end up picking it up. But again, there's just some things holding it back for me. So I'm going to give it a couple days. I'll go ahead and, sit on it. I'll think about it. I'll take closer looks at this costume to see if I feel like it's worth it. I'll see how often I use Helm. And that's one thing you guys have to go ahead and factor in when deciding whether or not you buy this Gacha skin. How often do you plan on using this character? Fortunately for Helm here, she just got a lot more relevancy because of her kit. Not her kit, but her favorite item. Her favorite item has really boosted her in the meta. Of course, at the end of the day, who cares about meta? I use Ruby all the time, and she's not even one of the best characters at all. But she's always on one of my teams, so if it's as long as it's a character you use a lot, you love the character a lot, this is one of your like top 10 favorite characters, then I'd say, yeah, sure, go ahead and buy the Gacha skin. I think it's worth it at that point. But I think for most people, if you're not a fan of Helm, or you're not like a top, this isn't one of your top 10 Nikkes, this is not a Nikke you use a lot, obviously skip this Gacha skin, save the money. You don't need this Gacha skin if you're not going to end up even using it or even having it see the light of day. For me, that's going to be a different story since I use her quite a bit, and I'm a massive Helm fan. So that's something for us Helm fans that we're going to have to go ahead and solve for ourselves here. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped you guys a little bit in deciding whether or not you feel like you should or should not buy the Helm Gacha skin. And this has served as a good update and shows that, guys, if we go ahead and voice our opinions, we come together as a community, we could go ahead and make some meaningful changes here. Like, this is a good change. Now we just need to convince Shift Up to have us pay less money for these Gacha skins. I think that's the next initiative we need to take here. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more NIKKE content. I'm almost at 1,000 subs, so definitely go ahead and subscribe if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.